If between ourselves we will bring warmth, mutuality, mutual consideration above all differences, we will create a new reality. It seems to us that the world is behaving or is ruled by money and missiles. It's not exactly that way. We see that today that doesn't really work either. We see that everyone is in crisis. You have a lot of money and a lot of missiles, and they're falling and will fall, and we'll see this in the very near future, how the superpowers can't hold. What's missing is the force of unity for everyone, for the entire world, because we are in a global crisis, meaning that all of us are in the same dish, all of us are in the same ball, in the same sphere, and we're interdependent and interconnected, and if this way we're incapable of getting along, then the forces of nature, which is completely around and necessitates us to be identified with it, what we call homeostasis with nature, then we'll reach a state of an even greater collapse, a general collapse, destruction. And therefore, the basis which the people of Israel have, that it has to be in mutual guarantee. We have to warm that up between us. We have to keep that between us, and to also show everyone an example, to show the whole world an example. That means to be light for the nations, that based on the mutual guarantee we can reach a state where this whole general crisis goes away, because this crisis is not only a financial crisis, but it reaches states where soon we'll have nothing to eat, or it reaches states where the blows of nature, all the hurricanes and tsunamis and different explosions and all that goes on, and the blows and the climate calamities and the floods, all that, it can be much worse than war. And besides, altogether, possibly, we're saying it in a lot of places now that we're approaching the Third World War, so we have to understand that eventually the principle of the mutual guarantee, it must take place the world over, and then we reach balance and harmony with the whole of nature. And therefore, it's not only our internal problem here among the people of Israel and toward the people of Israel, but we have to see this as the law, the general law of nature, that if the world is round, if we're all interconnected with the global crisis, as we say, and everyone's interconnected, so there is no other possibility to have normal relations but through or under the condition of the mutual guarantee. So the question is, how will the world come to that? Where will they take the strength for the understanding? Yes, and not from suffering. Not from suffering, right? We see that all the smart people get together, the G8, the G20, they can't offer anything. To save a bit here, do something there, but it's nothing. It's not treatment. They know it themselves. Like we take care of the Gaza, the same. Maybe later we'll know how to advance. In the meantime, this is how we'll live. But it's not a solution, and there is a very simple solution. A direct solution. We have to learn it from the general nature. You've asked, why does the people of Israel need the condition of the mutual guarantee as a savior from all problems and calamities? Now the crisis, the world crisis that is unfolding, we see it as well, that the unity among everyone would have been the savior for the whole world. And here we're reaching an even more decisive moment. We have to see that the people of Israel, they're the ones who have to set the example, because by us it's in the basis of of our nation because we're not a nation like all other nations. And this is what the world really claims, that the Jewish people are not a nation. It's a kind of a unity. That Israel, it's not a country. It's not like the rest of the countries. It's like a kind of a formulation. It's a kind of a strange creature. Should we explain why they think so? Yes, they think correctly, because until we carry out our destiny, until we unite according to the law of Arvut, where already a few thousands of years ago, we've accepted this condition to become a nation. It says so. Either you take upon yourself the law of mutual responsibility, or this will be and become a nation, or this will be your burial place. One of the two. Same now. We have to keep this condition, and today the whole world demands this. So we have to see this law as something that the whole world must keep. The whole world became round and reaches the same condition as the people of Israel, and therefore finally we have to see that we have a special historical task here, historical mission by which we solve all problems, and all that is in our hands, in our ability to do.